To all who come to this happy place, welcome.
Come on, everybody. Here we go. Off to Neverland.
You're funny. I like you already. My name's Mater. Like Mater, but without the tuh. What's your name?
Something, Robin. You're taking too many chances.
Chances? You must be joking.
Hey, everybody, it's me, Mickey Mouse.
Truth is, I am Iron Man.
Join me. Together, we can rule the galaxy as father and son.
And now, our feature presentation.
Welcome to Moves the Mouse Podcast, a podcast exploring all Disney entertainment from movies, parks, and everything in between. I am your host, Emmett, joined by my amazing friend, father, something else that I completely forgot. Old man now, pushing 50.
Oh, settle on. Hey, it's Jacob. As you can tell, this is not your place, man. You usually don't take the lead, and I'm usually, but I'm a little under the weather. I'm still fighting that post Central Florida theme park cold.
I don't think it's post Central Florida theme park cold. I think it's pushing 50 cold now that you're 40.
You know,
the big 4-0.
This week, I had somebody tell me that age is just a number, and that your age is determined on how you feel. And if that's the case,
with better context,
I feel like I'm 90 right now. Like I've had a struggle of a week this week, but I get to record. It feels like we've been forever since we've been down here.
It does feel like we have been down here, like not very, like it's been a while.
I mean, we even recorded late last time, and then of course with us being under the weather and getting back late and everything like that, and pushing the show out a couple more days, it feels like it's been a long time since we recorded. So
what, like a week and a half since we last recorded?
Right, yeah.
So
it's been a while.
But we're getting back into it. So
we will never leave you guys without a show for a week, even if it's just you get to hear my voice for a full hour. I mean, we'll figure it out. I'll come up with some jokes or some doofenshmirtz, or I'll figure something out.
Maybe not too many jokes. But anyway, let's give a massive happy birthday to the man of the room right now, the 40-year-old dude that is getting old.
You know what? Thank you, I guess. Yeah, it's my 40th birthday was yesterday. As of recording, this is October 9th. My birthday is October 8th. So, yeah, I had a really good birthday. Had a lot of people shout me out on Facebook. I mean, I was waiting for one particular one, and it never came. But, hey, we'll take it.
I gave you a birthday present.
Hey, you did, and it was pretty cool. It's going to go right up here on the wall. We're going to have to rearrange a little bit and put it up there. My family came through with some like really awesome Disney pictures and Mickey quotes and quotes from Walt Disney on like has Mickey on them. They're really, really awesome. I can't wait to get them up. They will be up before Sunday's recording for sure. So
they'll look really cool. We're gonna change it up a little bit back here for our video listeners and just kind of change the room around a little bit and make it look awesome.
Yeah, I can't wait, man. So how was your week?
You know, not talking about our trip, because that's our whole topic this week. We're going to get into our trip and just completely deep dive on what we did and how much fun we had without bragging a little bit too much.
Oh, no, there'll be plenty of bragging because it was an amazing trip.
But other than that, like my week, just getting back to school has just been like just coming off a vacation and getting back into the normal flow of life. It's a little rough, but you know, you got to do it.
Getting back to reality always seems like the hardest thing to do.
And I think it sucked even more this time is because we didn't have any time.
Right.
Like, we got home at 11:30 p.m. on Sunday, and I was at school at 8 o'clock the next morning.
How do you think I feel, bro? I had to be up and at carpool at 5:30 in the morning.
Well, yeah, but you were sleeping in the car right home.
I did sleep. Well, I slept both ways.
Yeah.
I slept the hour out, and I slept an hour back that day. Because in the morning, I was like, I'm not driving, man. I'm going to be too tired. So I had my carpool buddy drive, and then on the way home, that's when I started kind of feeling like crud. And I was like, dude, you're driving home too. So luckily enough, I got a cool carpool buddy that takes care of me.
Yeah.
So it was kind of nice. So, but yeah, my week was, it was kind of nice because after being gone a week and everything's been so slow at work, it was like I came back and nothing had changed.
Yeah.
There was nothing crazy going on. I've actually had a little bit of time to like rest my feet, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, it was nice. It was well needed.
See, I have not had time to rest my feet. I have been busy every single day.
Yeah,
so like today was the first day that I've actually been able to like slow down and kind of take everything back in.
Yeah, you've been crazy busy with just school and just getting everything back and running, doing football and everything like that. Luckily, we have a bye week this week for my football for the tackle team, so I don't have to do that this week. So I can kind of chill and relax a little bit and kind of unwind. I still got laundry to do, man. That's how backed up.
Yeah, you have not even done your laundry from the trip.
No, that's how crazy it's kind of been. I mean, I've been under the weather and then trying to do football and then birthday and yeah, it's been an awesome week.
That's one thing that like with going on vacation, I never feel like I ever fully get done is I feel like I always have something else to unpack.
Right.
Like I feel like there's always something that I'm like, where did this go? Like I have no clue where it went. You check all your bags, and then you finally found it in the bottom of your bag.
Right. Yeah, no, that happens all the time. All the time.
So anyway, what did you get in for watching this week?
Dude, so I did not get a lot in just because we were on a trip. We were on the amazing Universal Unleashed trip, and so I actually didn't get a lot in. I did get in a couple movies on the plane ride out. I watched one called The Luckiest Man in the World, I believe was what it was called. It's an independent film. It's about this guy that manipulates or cheats, however you want to look at it, and cheats the system and learns how to win. He memorizes a pattern to win at Press Your Luck. Do you know what Press Your Luck is?
Not at all.
So Press Your Luck was a game show. Like I remember watching it as a kid, and I think it like had a resurgence in like a couple of years ago. ABC was kind of doing a bunch of game shows, and it was one of those that they kind of brought back up. And I don't think it's still on anymore, but it's kind of like a trivia type show, and then you like get these spins, and then at the end of the spins, they go to this big board and there's like different like money amounts around the board and trips and like cool little things like you can win like a washer and dryer or something like that, you know?
Yeah.
And then as you're doing this, you have to hit a button, you know, and everybody's like, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy, and then stop. Well, if you land on this like little gremlin looking dude, that's a whammy and you lose everything. You lose all your money. Well, like I said, this guy learned to manipulate it to where he knew when to stop it, so he won a whole bunch of money, and it's a true story. It was really good. Independent film. I had never heard of this movie before, and then it was just like one of those ones when you're looking on the back of the the screen on the back of the seat, you're just like, I'm gonna pick something.
There's 4,000 different movies, and you want to watch something new, but you have 10 different decisions on what to watch new. So then you start thinking of like, oh, maybe I should just watch something that I've already seen, and then
right. Well, it was hard because they did have the live action Lilo and Stitch on the way to Orlando, but on the way back, they did not have it on there. So I was like, oh man, like Lilo and Stitch, it's one of my favorites. But yeah, then I watched one that I remember back when I was like a teenager. It was called October Skies. It's about a boy that is kind of destined to work in the coal mines, and I believe it's in Kentucky. And he kind of changes the course of his life. And starts to want, it's like during like the space race type era. Yeah. And he wanted to start building rockets. And he kind of becomes like a town phenomenon, and people come and watch him launch rockets. And it's actually, it's based on a true story as well. And yeah, it was just really cool to see that one again. I hadn't seen it for a couple of years, and yeah, it was pretty
awesome.
Good. What did you get into watch, man?
You know, I got in barely anything other than just football.
Excuse me.
A little. I watched high school basketball on the plane ride.
Oh, really?
They had a high school basketball game that they were televising that I watched for a little bit. And then on the way to Orlando, I watched Rent on the plane, and I love that musical so much. It is so good.
The Rent's a really good one. Dude, let me tell you about a cheat. If you're flying out and you're a Delta, if you're flying Delta, fly out on a Sunday after 1 p.m. on the East Coast, 11 o'clock on the West Coast. You can watch football. They have, like, Delta has, it's called like live TV entertainment, and you can click on it and it has like CBS, Fox. We watched football on the way home. It made that 4.5 hour flight
so much shorter.
Seem so short because we're watching a game where, we're engaged in that, not thinking about anything else.
Also, this is the first trip that I've really taken advantage of the in-flight Wi-Fi.
Yeah, it's good.
So much nicer to actually be able to fully use your phone on a plane
and be in airplane mode. Yeah, it was great. But yeah. That was kind of it. I mean, we got to see some like TVs and stuff. I don't think we even turned on the TV in our room.
No, not at all. I don't even know if I knew where the remote was.
I know when we were at Rick's house, we watched a couple shows and stuff like that. But As far as in the room when we were staying down there, we didn't turn on the TV at all.
We watched Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Yeah.
Just caught that on TV, and that movie is like, it's definitely the lowest in the trilogy of the Guardians movies, but it's still so much better than so many different MCU projects.
Well, we also watched that cool piece on Epic Universe the night before we went, so that was kind of cool to kind of get a preview.
Yeah.
So that was cool.
I cannot wait to get into that because Epic Universe was the coolest place.
It was truly, no pun intended, it was epic.
Dude, I had to deal with the joke 400 times while we were at the park. I don't need to deal with it after.
Oh man, it's gonna get even worse.
Every single ride we would come off of. Oh, that was epic, dude.
But were they not epic?
They were all pretty cool.
They were pretty epic.
I think the only one you couldn't have said that for was Yoshi.
Yoshi, yeah.
Yoshi's just a little
That one
rough.
was not epic.
But yeah, anyway, let's get into our show here. Just kicking off, we're going to kind of skip our big news segment this week just because we're recording late and we want to be able to put that news out fully. So we're going to wait and have kind of a longer, more extended news period in our episode coming out next week. But along with that, there's one thing that I want to touch on because it is releasing as the day that you guys are listening to this, one day prior for us recording. Tron Ares releases in theaters this week.
Yeah.
I am really excited for this.
I am mildly excited.
But you've never been into Tron.
I tried to get into it and I just couldn't finish it.
See, I've seen both or the movies and I've seen the animated series. So I love Tron a lot. I don't really like Jared Leto. Isn't that who it is?
Yep. Jared Leto was in it.
And like I don't really like him very much as an actor, but you can't really like talk bad on it until you've seen it, because everybody's different in everything.
Right. Except for Johnny Depp. He's the same in everything. And
I wouldn't say Johnny Depp's the same in everything.
Yeah, no. Anyhow.
Really? You'd say that Willy Wonka is the same as Captain Jack Sparrow?
He's like Will Ferrell.
Will Ferrell is like the funniest guy ever.
He's the same character in almost. It's the same. Now I'm not saying that Will Ferrell is bad. I love Will Ferrell, but it's also kind of the same way Adam Sandler is. Adam Sandler is the same character in every movie that he plays.
No, he's not.
100%. Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore, Grown Ups.
What about what's the Uncut Gems? He's not the same character in that.
I haven't seen Uncut Gems.
You haven't seen Uncut Gems? It's a good one.
No, I need to watch that one.
It's weird seeing Adam Sandler play like a real role.
Really?
Or like Hustle. You've seen Hustle.
I don't think
the one about the foreign basketball player and Adam Sandler's his coach.
I think I've wanted to see it.
No, you've seen Hustle. I've watched Hustle with you.
I might have to watch it again then because I don't remember that one. But yeah,
it has like what's his name? Like Bogdanovich. Yeah, the big foreign center.
Yeah, I can't think of what. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Yeah. So yeah, no. Johnny Depp, horrible actor.
I think I saw the most rage bait TikTok of all time this week. It said that Jim Carrey is not a funny person.
I used to love Jim Carrey as a kid growing up. I loved Jim Carrey. I thought his movies, Ace Ventura, The Mask, Fun with Dick and Jane, Me, Myself, and Irene, I thought those were all funny. As I've grown up, I don't care for Jim Carrey as much as I used to. He's still funny. Like those movies still hold a very special place in my heart. Dumb and Dumber, still a great movie. I quote that movie
Yes, Man.
On a daily. Yes, Man. I mean, he's a good, but I don't think he's as funny as I thought he was.
I think that he's somebody that you have to take in very small portions.
Right.
Like you can't like go and binge like 8 Jim Carrey movies in a row.
Yeah.
You have to watch them all kind of slowly and like not very often because you'll just get so tired of it.
Right.
But it's like Jim Carrey's season, The Grinch.
Yeah, I don't like that Grinch.
You don't like the live action Grinch?
No.
Really?
I love The Grinch Who Stole Christmas cartoon. Do not like the Grinch.
I love
version.
the live action Grinch.
And I actually don't like the new one with Cumberbunch or Cumberbadge or Cucumber, whatever his name is. He plays, it's the new DreamWorks.
Benedict Cumberbatch?
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy that plays Doctor Strange?
Yeah, he's the Grinch in the newest version of the Grinch cartoons.
Mm-hmm.
Don't like it.
Really?
Yeah, don't like it.
I think that the only what's the really rough one? Because there's the live action one, and then there's the original cartoon, but there's another one right there.
Yeah, that's the one with. There's only 3.
I feel like there's.
I mean, you got the Grinch, like Halloween Night or whatever.
That one's good.
Yeah, that one's good. But it's that old style like Dr. Seuss animation. But yeah, then the DreamWorks or Universal.
How do you not like the live action Grinch?
I just never cared for it. I don't know.
This guy.
I know, right?
So
new things come out about me every day.
So yeah, anyway, we're going to get right into our This Week in Disney History. Do you want to kick it off for us?
Well, I'm kind of like Chick-fil-A, and it'd be my pleasure to get us kicked off here.
That was rough.
I'm sorry. So this week in Disney history, October 4th, 1949, Disney's 15th feature film, The Adventures of Ichabod Crane and Mr. Toads, is released. Have you had a chance to see this?
I have never seen this movie.
So I watched it back.
This is the one with the Headless Horseman, right?
Yeah. I watched this, I want to say it's been about a year, maybe year and a half ago. And this is a very underrated film. This is a very good one. I love this. I think it needs a little bit more love in the parks. I mean, we had Mr. Toad for a while in Disney World, and now that's gone. We still have it in Disneyland. But The Adventures of Mr. Toad is amazing, and I love it. I'm sad that you've never seen it. Maybe this should be one that we...
Yeah, it's a little Halloween themed, you know.
We might be able to throw
get it in there. Yeah.
Like a half a movie, like do half of Rush Hour in a couple weeks on this, and then half on a different...
For sure.
On a different Halloween movie. So yeah, it was great. 1949. I mean, that's a long time ago.
Yeah,
it was a great one.
Almost 70, over 75 years.
Yeah, sure.
So
I'm not doing math tonight.
76 years. So anyway, October 8th, 1985, the biggest Disney adult of all time is born in Pocatello, Idaho. Happy birthday.
Hey, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, that was a big day.
I mean, not the biggest day.
I mean, I'm awesome.
Okay, we can bring the ego down.
I'm Dr. Jacob Moore of the Awesomeness Clinic. So, I mean... dude, there's packages that come to the house with my name on it.
There was one package.
That's all.
There
that
was
matters.
one.
There's one.
There's one.
No. But thank you, man. No, yeah. I had a great birthday. It was a super good week, and I was
had some of your favorite pizza for your birthday.
I did have some of my. It was funny because Steph called me, and usually for my birthday meal, I always want chicken parmesan. She makes a killer chicken parmesan, and I'm like, I gotta have it. And so she called me. She's like, "What do you want for dinner?" And I was like, I want Bigfoot Pizza. Bigfoot Pizza is a local pizza place here in town that make phenomenal pizzas. And we don't eat it a lot. We're kind of Domino's people. I mean, it's just right down the road from us. So we get Domino's a lot. And I was like, I want Bigfoot Pizza. And so we had Bigfoot Pizza. And unfortunately, I was still under the weather. But that doesn't hinder. Like, I got some cool birthday presents for my family. They had their pictures. There's 3 of them, and they have like Mickey on them, and they have an inspirational Walt quote, which I'm going to end up putting down here in the podcast room, and we're going to rearrange a little bit for those of you that watch on video. We're going to rearrange a little bit and make it look awesome, and I got some tips while we're down in Orlando, so hopefully some big things or some big cool changes are going to be coming. So
yeah,
but yeah, and then so leaving October 8th, 1985. With the dawning of the awesomeness that is me. That's okay.
The ego's a bit high, bud. It's like clear up here. You need to bring it down like clear down.
All right. I'm going to. I promise. October 9th, 2016, the Main Street Electrical Parade gives its final performance at Walt Disney World. And
none
this
of us
was
ever saw
huge.
this.
I never saw it in Disney World. I did
saw it in
see
Disneyland.
in Disneyland one time.
Yeah, I thought that this one was a little bit fitting because we're going to talk about the brand new Disney Starlight Parade that we were able to catch.
It was so awesome. It was so beautiful.
Enough to make a grown man cry. I was almost in tears. It was beautiful.
There was a couple times that I was like, wow, like they really did. I'll talk about one part that I was kind of upset about, and then, but yeah, we'll get into that as the show progresses. But yeah, the Main Street Electrical Parade, I love the soundtrack to it. I don't know if you've ever listened to the electrical pageant. I'm getting 2 things mixed up here, and my brain...
The Main Street Electrical
Parade I am on
Parade
so
theme.
much cold medicine right now that my brain is not working. The Main Street Electrical Parade theme song is amazing. I love it. It's catchy. It gets stuck in my head.
Is it as catchy as "Come on, everybody, get your ears on"?
No, it is not, but it is up there. It is up there with one of the catchiest
stuck in
ones.
your head all night.
Either that or "Nothing Can Stop." I can't even sing.
Wow.
The "Nothing Can Stop."
Wow, that was rough. Holy
sorry.
cow. You sounded like a 6th grade choir. That was rough.
All right. Well, guys, with that being said, with my voice being as shot as it is and just not being on my A game this week, we are going to sadden everybody. I know, Emmett, that this is probably going to be the part of your week that is the worst, and I apologize for this, but I'm going to forego the Doofenshmirtz joke of the week this week, and I'm going to hit it hard come Sunday with a couple of them.
Gosh.
I knew you'd
I don't
be
know if
sad
the
about
headache
this.
that I have right now could deal with that joke.
I knew you'd be sad about it, man. I apologize. I mean, that's my favorite part.
But you know, I always like consistency is like a key thing with me. So like I'm always on top of everything. So you're still gonna get an awesome quote this week.
All right, well, lead us off, man. Let's hear your awesome quote of the week.
Alrighty, the quote of the week is: "You must cleared it. You must try things that do not work, but you must not let anyone define your limits because of where you come from. Your only limit is your soul." Whoa, Chef Gusteau.
Dude, I really like this. I don't think I mean I've seen Ratatouille, but I don't
What?
Ratatouille. I put an L in there. I think
You said that in cursive.
I say a lot of things in cursive.
Is that what the officer said too?
I promise, officer, I'm not drunk. I am just speaking in cursive tonight. All right. I have seen Ratatouille, and I don't think I've ever really placed this quote. Like, I know it's been said and I've heard it, but like to actually hear it.
It's right at the start of the movie when he's watching the TV.
Right.
It's like literally like this quote is said, and then the old lady pulls a shotgun on them. So
nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is really cool. I really like this. I mean, you must try things that may not work, but you must not let anyone define the limits because of where you came from. Your only limit is your soul. This is very fitting for a Walt Disney because he did something off of his imagination and his passion, and it worked out. He had a lot of naysayers tell him that this was not going to work, that this wasn't what was going to, this wasn't going to do good. And this is so cool. I really like this. Where did you come up with this one, man?
This one?
Yeah.
TikTok.
Okay.
Yeah. Just kind of looking around, searching different things. I have a couple that I've had saved in my TikTok favorites for a little bit that I've been wanting to use, and this was one of them.
Nice. Yeah, I love it, man. It's a very fitting quote. So why don't you kick us off with our feature presentation?
Yes, our awesome trip down to Central Florida.
So let's start at the very beginning. Let's start with packing and just trying to manage.
The absolute nightmare of a night before that we had.
It was a little chaotic. I don't think I ever want to do that again. I think we're going to be a little bit more prepared.
So, I'm a little bit more responsible here. I was all packed. I got home from school. I came in. I kind of relaxed for a minute, and then I took it upon me to get all my stuff packed. As one does, I have a trip in a couple of hours. I got all my stuff packed done a little bit quicker.
Right.
Jacob here decided to, oh no, it can wait. And then we get down towards the end of the night. We're like, dude, we have to record, and you haven't put anything in this bag.
So I get home from work at 6:30 in the evening. I have football from when I get there. They start early, and I show up late because I have work. And then so I had football until 7:30. Got home. The Denver Broncos were playing on Monday Night Football, so I gotta set watch out for a minute.
Yeah.
I gotta have some dinner, and then right off of that, we had to come down to record. And recording takes about an hour and a half, give or take a little bit. And then it was like, oh crap, we have to do some laundry. You had some too.
I had a shirt.
I thought you had some shorts too.
I had a shirt and a shorts, and it wasn't even going in the bag. It was what I was wearing in the airport.
I had a couple things. I didn't have much. But yes, I did have to do some laundry and do some packing. And then, I don't know if anybody other family has ever done this, but I had a gift card. Somebody had given me a Disney gift card, and I was like, I want to take this on the trip. Well, instead of weeks of planning and figuring out where this was, it was a mad dash right before bedtime because I go, oh, I got to take that gift card. Yeah, I couldn't find it. And I finally found it. It was about midnight. We're getting up at 4:30 in the morning on Tuesday to get ready to leave. And yeah, we found it. So it all worked out. And we didn't forget anything. So we did pretty good.
Yeah. I mean,
all
that
things
we know of.
considered.
Yeah.
All things considered, we did all right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, dude, I did not sleep that night. I think I maybe got like 2 hours of sleep. I could not fall asleep. I was so gosh darn excited.
It reminds me of that Disney commercial where the little kids are in the bed and the mom and dad, they're like giggling, and like the kids are giggling and the mom and dad are in their room, and you hear from the other room, "Kids, it's time to go to sleep." And the little guy's like, "I can't sleep. I'm too excited."
Mm-hmm.
And then the dad rolls over. Me too. Like, that's totally what it was like. I was so super excited to go on this year, but I think I got a little bit of sleep that night before, just because I was so exhausted and just so tired, ready to, I was ready.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so yeah, we got up at like 4:00 in the morning and
threw everything in the car, got all ready, and
it was
we were off on a
torrential downpour.
Yeah, absolutely, like Florida rain here in Idaho.
It was crazy.
Yeah, and it was like that like the whole time that we were gone, apparently, just constantly raining.
Yep, which is nice. We needed the rain, but
for sure.
I'm glad it was gone. It was doing it while we were gone. And then so you got your first experience driving in big city driving, because we
almost only died once, and it was because like we needed it was exit 34C.
Yep.
And like we're driving and we're like, oh, here's 37, so we keep going, and then like all of a sudden, like snap of the finger, like there was our exit, and I just cut across a couple of lanes.
He did very good. Like I was really surprised at how well you did.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and luckily we didn't like hit it like during rush hour or anything like that. But
it wasn't too busy.
It's still busier than it is here.
Mm-hmm.
So that was cool. You did a good job. We went and had breakfast with one of my good friends
at this awesome cafe.
Yeah, just this. She moved down to Salt Lake a couple months ago, and I wanted to see her and have some breakfast with her. And so I just looked up like places to eat breakfast in Salt Lake City, and the first one that popped up, I was like, this looks good. And they said it was like fast service and everything like that. And I was a little worried about time constraints as far as getting to the airport and getting everything like that. And so we found this place, and it was called the Park Cafe, and the food was phenomenal. Mm-hmm. Decently priced, food was good, company was even better. Got a visit for a little bit and reconnected.
And just this whole cafe like perfectly fit us. Like they had Broncos stuff up, they had
Utah Jazz
stuff up, they had Star Wars stuff up. Like it was just awesome.
It was like we had our own restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then we made our way to the airport, and we got there in plenty of time.
Yeah, literally, like we could have been eating breakfast for 2 hours more.
Yeah,
it was insane how much time we had.
We got through. TSA was like minimal. There was like nobody.
We were through TSA in under 5 minutes.
Yeah, it
like,
was,
and that's not even like to the front of the, like that was like clear through TSA. Like after getting everything, and your stuff even got pulled to the side too.
Yeah,
and we got through TSA in like 5 minutes.
Yeah,
which was just awesome.
It was awesome. Like it was super fast, and then we just got to the. We went and found our gate, and of course, I mean, by this time we're like 2.5 hours early, something like that. No, we were about an hour and a half, I guess.
Also, I think that we made the best decision ever in barely having anything in the airport with us.
Yes, we checked.
Because usually, like, when we're traveling, we all have our carry-ons. We all have, like, a backpack or something. We checked all of our stuff, and we had one backpack with us
and that one backpack, the only thing that was in that backpack was stuff that we needed at the airport and on the plane. Like, there was nothing
extra.
It was great. Mm-hmm. We didn't have anything. We walked the airport all the way one terminal.
We walked all the way so our gate was like, I'd say like 3/4 of the way down that left side. We walked to the end of the left side, clear down to the right side, back to the middle, across to the other terminal, all the way to the right side of that one, back to the left side, back to the halfway point to come back across, and then to our gate. And we sat at our gate for maybe 15-20 minutes.
Yeah, just because I went cheap on this one, and I bought like the cheapest ticket possible, and so we were like loading zone 8. So we were like some of the last people to get on the plane. And yeah, it was perfect timing. Like just relaxed and had some.
Went and checked out the Lego store and the Utah Jazz store in there, and it was just awesome.
Yeah, it was a good time. Then the flight going out of Salt Lake into Orlando was probably bumpy. It wasn't the worst flight that I've had. The worst flight I ever had was when we came back from Orlando on our first trip, our 2017 trip. That was the worst flight ever. I mean, we were going up and down like crazy. So this one was bumpy. And they kept, hey, sorry guys, we're going to suspend service for a little bit, cart service. because it wasn't safe, and I totally get that. But yeah, it was a good flight. Got there, got off the plane, and you hit that what I expected, I should say, was to walk off the plane and get hit by that super
intense humid heat from Florida, and we got off and there was nothing. Like it felt like we had literally landed back in Pocatello.
I was like, this kind of stinks. So we got our stuff and we made it out to the ride pickup.
Our Uber Rick,
the amazing Rick Reagan, picked us up from the airport with another good buddy of ours, Jason Odegaard of the the Disney Dads. Excuse me. So we got to hang out with him. There's your shout out, Jason. And there'll be more.
When I say that, like, I was expecting to go on this trip and take a few jabs from everybody. You know, we're all joking with each other. Not even 5 minutes into the car ride, I am taking shots from Rick.
It was perfect. I mean, welcome to the club. But yeah, so it was amazing. Just getting to see Rick and Jason. That's probably my favorite part about going to Orlando is just getting to see my friends that I haven't seen for a while. Rick just means like the world to me, and just getting to see him was awesome. So then we headed over to Disney Springs right away. Where we walked around, and then we went over to the World of Disney store and kind of did some shopping a little bit.
Just kind of looked around, not even shopping. We were just looking.
Yeah, browsed around and just hung out for a little bit. And then Josh, Rick's boy, showed up, and then we waited a little bit longer, and the wonderful Larfie and Michael showed up, and we went to go have dinner over at Art Smith's Homecoming.
Oh my gosh, this food, dude. I miss it.
It is phenomenal.
It was your third time, my second time eating there. And that food will never get old.
It is super good.
It is so easy to eat that.
So yeah, I had like the classic fried chicken, and I had to substitute my potatoes because I'm an Idaho boy that doesn't like potatoes, and I had to have the cheese and grits, which were phenomenal. And then we had a side order of mac and cheese, which if you go to Homecoming, you have to have a side of mac and cheese.
The mac and cheese is so amazing.
I was telling Michael when we were standing there kind of waiting, I was like, man, you got to get the mac and cheese. It is super good. It's so creamy, so cheesy. Like, they almost overdo the cheese, which is insane to say. Like, that's like, how do you put too much cheese in mac and cheese? These guys like toy with the boundary.
It's insane, yeah.
And it's super good. What did you have, man?
I had the fried chicken and donuts, and oh my gosh, I think these were the best donuts I've ever had.
They were
really
tasty.
Darn good donuts.
They were way good. But something that overshadows the food that was at Art Smith that night was our great company that we got to sit with, and we got to sit with Larfie and her son Michael and Josh and Rick and Jason, and just enjoyed company, and just breaking bread with them was so amazing.
Awesome.
And then we kind of had to head out because we had a early morning the next morning because we were going to Epic Universe.
Yeah.
So one thing that I kicked myself in the pants for, as soon as we left, I said, Emmett, we did not take a picture with Laura and
We
Michael.
did not.
And oh my gosh, I feel so stinking just mad and angry and sad and just dumb.
Should we just pull a Shannon and Photoshop us all in together?
We might have to. I mean, we might have to. So it was really neat to get to meet you guys and just break bread and have fun and just get to talk some movies, and just Michael had the opportunity to go see Halloween Horror Nights. And so we talked about that a little bit, and just getting to know our, listeners is amazing. And I absolutely love it. And thank you guys for wanting to come out and have dinner with us. It was a great time.
Yeah, it was awesome. I loved it.
It was one of my highlights of my entire trip.
For sure.
So then we went back to Rick's house, and you did some posting of the show, and we just kind of visited for a while, and then everybody kind of dispersed to go to bed. We watched the preview for Epic Universe because we're like, hey, why not? We're going to be there in less than 12 hours, so let's do it. So the next morning, in complete Emmett and Jacob fashion.
First off, I would like to say I am way too old to be sleeping on an air mattress. That hurt so badly.
There's a reason why I did not.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we in more fashion, I would say, because it's not just me and you, it's our entire family. We have a tendency to run a little late, if you will. We not so much we run late. I just call it we procrastinate. And we end up being a little late. So Jason comes into our room, wakes us. I mean, we were already up. I think you had just gotten out of the shower. I was getting ready, and he comes in with like a broom and a dustpan, and he's banging them together like, "Wake up! You're late! You're late! You're late!" You know, it was fun. It was a good time. So we went downstairs and loaded up the car, and we took off for Dockside, Universal's Dockside. So now, guys, this is a very heavy Universal trip.
Yeah, for sure.
That was kind of centered around going to Universal, and then we did get to experience some Disney and stuff with it. So if you're like, what are you guys talking about Universal and Epic and all this for? That's why. It's because this trip, I will always do a trip recap because they're some of my favorite podcasts to listen to is to listen to other people's experiences and stuff. And so even though this is a Universal trip, I'm still going to trip recap it on our show.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, so we ended up at Dockside Bay, it's a phenomenal resort.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It's very clean. It's very
comforting.
Yes,
I would say.
It's 100%. There's not a lot of theming to it. So it's very, it's kind of themed to like the beach, kind of like like a dock. That's why it's called Dockside. But yeah, I love it. I love the little shop that they have in there. Everything at Universal is really simple. So like we needed to get tickets to go to the park. So we checked in at 8:00. We didn't even think our room was going to be ready until after 4. So we were just going to leave the stuff in the truck and go to the park. And then once we came back in the afternoon, we were going to go and put our stuff in the room. But every time I've ever been to Universal, our room is ready for us when we get there, which is great. So while Rick was checking us in, I went over and
grabbed our tickets
because it's right there. There's a little ticket kiosk right there in your hotel, which is phenomenal, guys. That is such a key thing. I love it. Just go over there, give them your confirmation number, they print your tickets, and away you go. So you don't have to get to the theme park and go try to find the ticket window and do the ticket thing there at the park. I mean, once you have your tickets, you go in and you just rock and roll into the park, which is super nice. So we took the bus over. First we went upstairs and checked, put our stuff, luggage in the room and stuff, and that was really cool. And then we took off and headed to Epic Universe. Took the bus over.
Yep.
And it was super cool. Like
it was so nice.
Just the first impressions as you're walking up to the gate. It's very beautiful, very spacious. I say that with a little trepidation because it felt very spacious, but at the same time, it felt very small.
Yeah, for sure.
So
it's a very like tight, not tight, but like it's not very widespread out. Like everything's like within like a 5-minute walk to the next thing.
Right. But it was super cool. So we walked in and we were looking at wait times. And so we're like, you know what? The biggest waits are going to be like in Mario. You're going to have Mario Land's going to be heavy weights and the Ministry of Magic. Well, Rick hadn't seen the Ministry yet. And so we're
None of us had.
Let's head back there. And so let's do that one first because that one usually has a pretty big, we're talking 120 plus minute line. And I think it was like 35 minutes. So we make our way back to the back of the park and we are just in awe of everything that we're seeing. Celestial Park, which is the center of Epic Universe, is so incredibly beautiful.
Just everywhere you look at, you're just like in awe of how awesome it is.
Yeah, instead of epic, it should have been called awe, because that's what I was. I was in awe at everything. So we get back there, and it is so cool because you walk into London, and you were really like the immersiveness that they did in that land really makes you feel like you were in London. And so we walk back, we get on this ride, guys. This ride. The queue alone is worth waiting in line.
Even if you're literally just waiting in line and you just get through and don't even get to ride the ride, the queue is so awesome.
The ride is cool. The queue is better.
There's never not anything to look at in the queue. There's always something new that you'll find or pick out.
Yeah, so you go in and you're in the Ministry and there's like Dolores Umbridge on the thing because the ride is you're going through the
court case of
Dolores Umbridge. So the queue, you're inside the Ministry. Like you walk through a flue tunnel.
Flue system.
Amazing. They have steam come up. It is so cool. We'll post some pictures of it. So immersive. I cannot. I kind of teared up because it's like this is like truly like if you're a Harry Potter fan, and I'm a mild Harry Potter fan. I'm not a big pothead. See what I did there. So I'm not big.
I don't think that's the terminology.
I actually think it might be. But I'm not a big Harry Potter fan. Like I enjoyed the movies. I enjoyed the books very much. But the theming, you felt like you were there. In that short documentary that we watched the night before, one of the actors was in Harry Potter was like, this is the set that we shot the film on. When he walked in there, he's like, this is exactly what we did. Like, this is what we saw. The ride itself was good. I wouldn't say it was great.
Yeah.
I mean, it
wasn't anything special.
It was epic. And there was a lot of really, really cool animatronics in this ride. I really enjoyed the animatronics in it.
They did so well with blending the animatronics into the screens that they used that you couldn't tell them apart. Mm-hmm. Like, it was so awesomely done.
100%. And so after that, we got off the ride and we kind of explored a little bit, not too much, because we're looking at wait times, and wait times were nowhere near like what we
expected it to be.
And so we're like, let's get over to
monsters,
because let's go ride those ones, get those ones knocked out, and then eventually end up in Mario Land.
Mm-hmm.
And monsters. So the Dark Universe area, which is like themed to old school
Universal Monsters
was phenomenally done.
So well done. Like you walk in and you're just like absolutely transported. Like there's nothing about it that makes you feel like you're not being like in like the monsters. What's the town called that you're in? I can't remember.
I can't remember. It's Dark Universe, but I can't remember.
Dark Universe, but yeah, the town that you get
Brook.
No, it's something weird. It's like German, I think.
Yeah. Anyhow.
But you just get transported into this little like cottage like town, and it's just so awesome looking, and it's wonderful. And we got back over there and decided to do the Monsters Unchained, I believe.
Monsters Unchained, Frankenstein's
Experiment.
Yep.
And like, dude, the queue is just awesome.
Storytelling to the max.
Mm-hmm.
Like by the time you walk through that queue, you know the story of the ride that you're about to get on, and it was phenomenal.
The pre-show, awesome.
Yeah.
Both of them.
Yep.
Like the little one that you get with Igor, and then the other like big one that you get with the Frankenstein animatronic and the Dr. Frankenstein animatronic. Like, it's so awesome looking.
Yep. And
like,
the ride itself was by far my favorite ride of the night.
100% best. I think it's the best ride in Epic.
Yeah.
By far.
And it has a low wait. It's a big.
It's never a big wait.
It's a huge people eater.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't wait very long.
Mm-hmm.
I think we waited maybe that first time with the two pre-shows. You're maybe waiting 15 minutes, but it doesn't feel like we were there that long.
Yeah, no, it's super quick. And all like the queue is awesome because you're just going through because the whole premise of the ride is she's trying to take over the monsters of Universal. So she's trying to take over the Mummy. She's trying to take over Frankenstein. And her last big experiment is taking over and taking control of Dracula. And you're seeing how she's doing all of these things through the queue. And then eventually, like, the whole ride is taking over Dracula as her last big experiment. And just the ride is awesome. It uses like kind of the same ride system as Forbidden Journey over there in Islands. And like, it is just so awesome.
Yeah, phenomenal ride. Next, we went over and rode the werewolf, coaster. It was okay, nothing great, nothing special. I wouldn't wait a whole long time. I think we waited like 35 minutes at the most for this ride.
Not worth that wait, but it was good.
But it was good. It was a good roller coaster.
Mm-hmm.
Then we made our way over and we had some wood fire pizza, which was really good.
Good pizza, yeah, awesome pizza.
I really enjoyed that. And then we headed over to Mario World, which was one of my least anticipated lands.
I don't know how that is for you.
I love Mario. Like, I have a Nintendo shirt. I love Mario. Mario is like one of my favorites, but for some reason I just was not excited for this particular world. I don't know why. I don't know, is it because it was like overhyped or what? But I'm glad to say that it beat my expectations.
100%. And like walking into this portal, because all the other portals, like you walk in and you're just kind of in there, or you walk around a corner and you're in there. This one, you walk into the portal and then you take an escalator up one of the warp tubes.
Yep.
Oh my god, the coolest experience of my life.
It was cool.
Like going through a warp tunnel is awesome.
Yep, and then you get the boop, boop, boop,
Mm-hmm.
You know, you
like the
get
noises
sound
of it, and then you
everything.
walk up and you're in Peach's castle and you're looking to your left and right, and it has paintings on the wall that is cycling through the levels of Nintendo 64, because that's how you get into the levels on 64 is you jump through the paintings in Peach's castle. And it is just so awesome. And then you walk out and you see Bowser's castle and all the little Nintendo things. Like,
you see the Goombas and you see the
so
turtles.
awesome.
It was way, way cool.
So worth it. Like,
so then we rode. We went and rode. I think we rode right away. We rode Mario Kart, which is really cool. I that was a long wait, but the queue that they have in there by
made
far
that wait seem like it was 10 minutes, and it was probably an hour.
Yeah, I'd say we were in that one for about an hour. Pretty solid.
That queue felt like it was 10 minutes. There's always something to look at. And like the book room where you're reading all the different books of Bowser's collection, and like they're so funny.
Yeah,
like
that queue is probably one of my favorite queues in Central Florida.
And the music. Dude, we were boogieing to that music.
There was
we were getting down. Music. We were catching a vibe. Like, it was so good.
So we went from there. We went straight over and did Donkey Kong, which the wait was a little bit long. The ride was okay. I think there was an animatronic. There was an animatronic that was down.
That kind of ruined the whole ride, because that's like the big thing of the ride. If you've been on it, it's as you come like after that first little launch and you come down and up and you're going into like the room, the Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong that are supposed to like knock you off course, and that's why you like don't follow the track and you fly down to the right, wasn't working.
Yeah.
And so it just kind of broke like the whole vibe of the ride. But other than that, like it was just like I think it's supposed to be a bumpy coaster. It's not supposed to be smooth.
It's a minecart.
But oh my gosh, it could have been a little smoother.
Right.
It is rough.
It was a little rough.
But it was out of there with a thrown out back.
But it was a pretty cool. It was a cool ride. I really liked it
for sure.
So then after that, we went and got on Yoshi, which is a people mover type ride. But it's lame.
It's like as short as if like the people mover just went around the station for 20. Like,
yeah,
it's really short.
Yeah, it was something. So we left there and made our way over to Isla Burke, which was my most anticipated land that I wanted to see. I was going Realm
Universe.
But yeah, it was super, super cool, super immersive. I loved it. We rode.
Burke is huge.
Burke is like one of the biggest, I think. I think I saw somewhere that Burke is the only one that is complete.
Yes, Burke is the only one that is not having an expansion put onto it.
Yeah, which it's huge, so I don't see why.
Yeah, I don't see why they would need it.
They got 3 rides in there, 3 or 4 rides. But yeah, so we rode both rides. Hiccup's Hang Gliders, which is a very underrated coaster that's over there. It was one of my favorites of the week.
And the toothless animatronic is amazing.
Yes.
It looks so good.
It was such a fun ride. Very worth the wait. I think we waited 45 minutes for this ride. Very much worth it. And then we kind of were like, you know what? I think it's time to head out. I think it's, we were getting kind of tired. We wanted to get some fuel in us. And so we were like, let's head back to the resort, kind of take a load off for a little bit. And I think we were only at the resort for maybe an hour. Yeah, hour, something like that. And then we're like, well, let's go get food. So we're actually going to go to City Walk. And then like last minute, we're like, you know what? We want to see the lights and we want to see Epic at dark because we hear it's super cool. So we headed back over and we rode a couple more rides. We rode
back and did Monsters
and Mario Kart. And then we had dinner there in Mario Land at Toadstool's Cafe, which was really good.
Those garlic bites were pretty good.
Yeah, if they would have been really hot, piping hot, like fresh out the oven, they would have been so good.
Yeah,
just kind of theme parkish food though. Nothing that stood
over
out.
the top. I do think that it's cool that they give you like the little like Mario hat like burger. What are the burger
almost
spike?
like a toothpick?
Yeah,
burger spike. Yeah, and then to see Nintendo World at night.
It is
changed
beautiful.
That world forever. Like that is so
it is
amazing.
So bright and like it is just awesome to see everything at night.
Yep, it was really cool. And then we made our way and we're like, you know what? Let's now it's time for City Walk. Let's go hang out at City Walk. We're meeting up with the big group from Universal Unleashed. There was a few of them that were over in City Walk. So we made our way. Before we left, though, there was a snack that I had to try. It was a hot cocoa churro. So it's like a hot cocoa pudding with marshmallow and a churro. And wow.
It was pretty good.
I'm diabetic. And so I cheat a lot, but this was like really cheating for me. I licked that bowl clean. It was so delicious. Like, I paid for it, but I loved it. It was super good.
It was good.
Then we made our way over to City Walk. We walked around the City Walk, went into Universal store for a little bit, was shopping for some friends. And then we had the opportunity to go to your first bar.
Mm-hmm.
We went to Patty O'Brien's, which is a bar for all ages. I think you do have to be accompanied by an adult after a certain time. So we went over there, and that's where we kind of met up with everybody: Justin and Rick and Jason, Dan,
Shannon and Kyle. Everybody was there.
Yeah, everybody was there. I feel bad leaving. David Killian, Brandon was there. Dave Patton. Was Dave there? I don't remember if Dave showed up that night or not. But yeah, there was a whole slew of us there.
Yeah, I think he showed up with Rick.
Yeah, I think he did. Right there in that time. Super, super cool. It's a piano bar, so they have like dueling pianos. And so we're having a few drinks, and Emmett's having his Coke and just having the time of his life. And I'm like, I am super worried because as an adult, and for me, this is so fun. Like, I'm getting to relax and enjoy it. And I remember looking at you a couple times, and I'm just like, Emmett, you having fun, man? Like, you good? You can go back to the hotel, or you can go walk around. And you're like, dude, I'm having a blast. He's like, I remember, like, maybe it's just in my head, but I remember you going, is this what all bars are like? And I was like, no, dude, if this was like how all bars are, I'd be at a bar every night. Like, it was so much fun. We kind of ended that night early because we had to get up early the next day. So we went back to the room.
Also, first off, I would like to say that I am gratefully offended that everybody there was surprised at all of the songs that I knew.
Yeah.
Everybody was like, how do you know, like, I know music. Like, I'm not like music illiterate. Like, I know songs. Like, and everybody was just like in awe that I knew so many songs.
You have good parents.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it comes down to. You had good parents that taught you good music.
Yeah.
So we're kind of calling it a night. We're going to head back to the room. Little did we know the after party was going to be in our room.
Yeah.
And the bad influence, Mr. Dan Rossi, was there trying to get me to partake in adult beverages. I did. I didn't get crazy. And then, yeah, we went to bed, and, kind of everybody filed out about an hour after or so. Yeah, it was just really cool. There was a moment in that night, we were sitting in that room, and I don't know if I was talking to you or I was talking to Shannon McCammon. And I said, this is really cool because there's one guy in this room who is Jason Odegaard, and I'm sure he hates having this said, but because he had a vision to start a podcast, a PG rated, like, family friendly podcast. Mm-hmm. And he had this vision to start this with Mike and Justin. And then now it's grown to, we had five different podcasts in one room, all because he had one vision.
Mm-hmm.
So we had the DDP, or the Disney Dads podcast. We had the Universal Unleashed podcast. We had the Sorcerer's Running podcast. We had the
Dames of the DDP.
Dames of the DDP, and then we had Movies with the Mouse.
Wow.
I know. I
Messed
screwed
up our
name,
name.
right? But it was just so cool and just so humbling, and it was so awesome. And yeah, it was a really, really cool night, really cool experience. Which brings us to our next day, which was Thursday. We wanted to rope drop. You'd never been to Universal, so we want to get out and see as much as we possibly can. And boy, howdy, did we.
Oh,
we started
a day.
We started at 8 o'clock. I think we got into Universal at like 8:05.
Mm-hmm.
And we rode every ride that was there.
Other than Simpsons and the Minions.
Because Minions had a breakdown, so then they had a long queue, and then Simpsons, we just never made it back there.
Mm-hmm.
Why did we skip Simpsons? I think
because it was like a 30-minute wait at the time, and we didn't want to wait that long for Simpsons.
So we rode every ride. We're talking Gringotts was like a 10-minute wait. No, we walked onto Gringotts.
We walked onto Gringotts.
We walked onto Gringotts, Men in Black, E.T. Funny story with the Fast and the Furious ride. Emmett's like, dude, I got to go see Fast and Furious. This is one of my favorite movie franchises. I'm like, dude, you do not want to ride this ride. You're like, no, Dad, we can totally do this. It's going to be fun. All right, buddy, let's go. We get on this ride and we go through it. And as we were walking into the gift shop in very Disney fashion, Universal likes to exit you into a gift shop.
Mm-hmm.
We walk out
I don't
of that.
think there's one ride that doesn't exit into a gift shop.
We got into that gift shop and you go, that was the biggest waste of time and space that anything has ever caused in my life.
It's so rough.
That ride is horrible. It is the worst ride. I love the garage. I love the queue. The queue is really cool because you get to see a lot of cool cars and stuff like that. But the ride itself is hot garbage.
Yeah.
It is bad.
There's no better way to explain
I would
it.
rather ride Yoshi's 1,000 times than have to ride Fast and Furious once.
Yeah. No, for sure.
So yeah, we rode Transformers, Jimmy Fallon, Minion Blast. Like we did
Mummies.
everything. We did Mummy back to back twice. Walk on
to Mummy. I don't think that we waited for in Islands in Universal. I don't think we waited longer than 25 minutes for a ride.
Yeah, it was like I don't know. The crowds were just low, or what was going on, and it could have been that.
Well, there was supposed to be a hurricane that week.
Yeah, there was. But I mean, there was just nobody there. I mean, we were there in the middle of the week as well. But we've been watching wait times, and wait times have been pretty solid leading up to this. So yeah, we rode that, and then we got on the Hogwarts Express and went over to Islands of Adventure, and we rode Forbidden Journey. Actually, we got a butterbeer. Mm-hmm. Tell me, what did you think of butterbeer, man?
It was so good. I loved it. Like, I want another one right now.
It was super.
They
good.
are awesome.
A local
and the foam. Ooh,
a local drink store here tries to recreate the butterbeer. Nowhere near. It was nowhere near as good. So yeah, then we went and rode Forbidden Journey twice, back to back. Walk on.
Love Forbidden Journey. It is so good.
It is my.
I think it was. I think it. No, because Hagrid's. I think Hagrid's is still my favorite, just because like our build up for Hagrid's worked out so perfectly.
Right.
So I think Hagrid's is still my favorite, and it's just an awesome roller coaster.
So at this point, we're like, it was roughly about 1:00, and we're like, okay, let's start making our way out of the park. So we start heading out towards the front of the park, and we saw that Hulk had like a 10-minute wait. So we're like, we're going to totally get on it real quick. Mm-hmm. You'd wanted to ride Hulk. It's a big coaster, so we're like, heck yeah, we're going to ride it.
First, this guy talked us into doing Doom's Fearfall.
That is right. I forgot about that.
Dude, I could not breathe for like 10 minutes after this.
It's just a free drop, man. No, it's not even a free drop. It's a shoot up.
Yeah.
It's a blast off.
But still. So I have like a caved in chest. So my chest kind of bellows in. And so it kind of restricts like breathing a little bit. It kind of causes me to have asthma. I could not breathe for 10 minutes after doing this.
It was a lot of fun.
Was so rough.
So then we were headed over to get on Hulk. We rode Hulk. This is where I started to feel my age a little bit.
I loved Hulk so much. I thought it was awesome.
That roller coaster was so mean. Like,
I think I liked Hulk more than Velocicoaster.
I was gonna pass out. Like, I started seeing white flashes. My neck was hurting. Like, I was pretty beat up on that ride. So then we made our way back out, got on the bus. We went back to our hotel. We were in our hotel room for 30 minutes, long enough for me to use the restroom and change my shirt. Mm-hmm. And then we were back out into the park because HHN started that night at 4:00. And we wanted to be there a little early.
Yeah.
So we got with the big group down in the lobby, we headed over there. And then that was the HHN party or the HHN event. Mm-hmm. And expectations of this was already going to be high.
Yeah.
And expectations were blown out of the water.
So awesome. Everything about it.
HHN did such a phenomenal job. The haunted houses were amazing. We went through the Wyatt Six house, 3 times? Mm-hmm. And it was just so, we're big wrestling fans, as everybody knows. We've talked about wrestling quite a bit. So Wyatt Six is a wrestling faction. And so they actually had a Halloween Horror Nights house this year. And it was so beautifully done.
So beautifully well done.
They tributed Bray Wyatt so phenomenally.
And not even just Bray Wyatt, just wrestling in general. They did so well.
Yeah, it was by far my favorite house of the night. The scares in it weren't great, but they were good enough. And I think the nostalgia for that house actually made it even better.
Yeah, for sure.
Terrifier was up there on my list of great houses.
Terrifier was pretty good. I like Terrifier.
What was your sleeper house that you didn't expect to be good?
The Doll's House.
The Doll's House.
The Doll's House was so good. Also, one thing that I want to talk about, Hatchet and Chains is very, very based off of Red Dead Redemption.
Is it?
Yes, there's like the main two guys in it are Arthur and Dutch, and like there's so many little references to Red Dead Redemption in it, and like there's so much to it.
So there was talk leading in, that everybody talked about like the Terrifier house. There's a couple scenes in Terrifier that were supposed to smell bad. And you're supposed to smell bleach. I didn't get that. I got a little bit of a bleach smell. And then the other part of the house, we won't get into it, but it's supposed to smell very not good. I didn't smell it.
No.
But let's talk about the Hatchet and Chains house.
That house smelled.
It smelled like horse manure the entire time you were in there. And it's like a Western theme house. It smelled horrible. Like I came out of that house like, man, does my shirt smell? Like it was bad. It was a really bad one. Great house. I thought the only one that I had a little bit higher expectation. Galkin was another sleeper of mine.
Galkin was amazing.
And
Fallout.
Really cool.
Fallout had some really good scares for me. I think I walked through Fallout in perfect timing.
I didn't care for Fallout. I think my expectation was too high for Fallout.
It's definitely better than when we watched it, though.
Yes.
They definitely upped it.
They changed some of the stuff. And then we went and seen Nightmare Fuel. This is the stage show that they have. It's kind of a mix between like a circus, magic,
strip show.
Yeah, it was a little risque. It's a little risque. What did you think? Because I know you were kind of on the fence about doing this. You wanted to go see another house.
It was awesome.
You wanted to do something.
100% worth it. Yeah.
Are you glad that Justin told you that you would love it?
100%, but I also still hated it. And Justin, I'm waiting for my Venmo to have an extra $1 in it.
I don't know if Justin listens to this, but you know what? Hey, if you're listening, Justin, Emmett hated that show. It was horrible.
Yeah.
But no, it's super cool. There was like this really amazing dude that was in there this year that like could
pop his arms out of place and like move his arms around his body with holding them together. It's
like he did a full circle with his shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
It was the creepiest thing, but it was so cool. It was perfect show. The food. Let's talk about some of the food that we had at HHN.
The marinara stick. So good.
The spicy
mozzarella stick.
The spicy marinara that came with
the
that.
The spicy marinara carried this event on multiple dishes.
It was
so good. So we had that, and then we went over and did Terrifier, and then went and did WWE, and then went back and did Grave of Flesh, which Grave of Flesh was not a good house.
It wasn't. I think we just hit it.
I think we hit it at the worst possible timing. And then we came back and went over to the Firefly Funhouse booth and got the Sloppy Joe that has nacho cheese and bacon on a chocolate almond bun. We got that and a couple of drinks and ate those. And that Sloppy Joe was pretty dang good.
It was phenomenal.
For what it, like, the weird combination of what it was so awesome.
I always like to try something different that I haven't tried before, and this hit the spot. It was like a spicy sweet with like dill pickle chips on it. Like dill pickle, like potato chips.
Mm-hmm.
Super, super good. I craving it like right now as we're talking about.
It's good.
And then we had some like garlic chicken strips with the spicy marinara.
The deep fried peanut butter and jelly.
Oh, that was so good.
It was all right. It was very, very rich.
But yeah, and it was just a great night overall. HHN night is always super, super fun. You really there's a lot of houses. There's a lot of good scares. But it's a busy night.
What was your best scare that you had at HHN?
So it comes down to two. So me and you were looking for the peanut butter jelly sandwich, and we were walking across this bridge, and just some random.
It's the bridge like from like where like the entrance to Diagon Alley is over to like Simpsons.
Yeah, and so we walk across this bridge, and as we're walking across the bridge, like where like the pillar of the bridge is, this clown with a chainsaw jumps out, scares the living you-know-what out of me. Emmett jumps. I mean, Emmett's already 6'3". This dude jumps another 6.5 feet in the air, and she just starts laughing. She goes, "Haha, I got you." I was like, "You think? You think you got us?"
It was pretty good.
It was a lot of fun.
And then as we were just walking back and forth through that area for like the last little bit, I think I saw her get like 2 or 3 other people the exact same way.
She stood in the most perfect spot. So that was a lot of fun. The other one that got me the most is in the doll's house. There was like a doll head that like springs out at you. it scared the heck out of me.
The big, huge baby doll.
Yep.
That thing got me
I turned to look at it, and then like a spits of air shot like over my left shoulder, and I looked to turn, and there's another like 3-headed doll that's like right there in my face.
See, I had saw the 3-headed doll.
Yeah, me too.
But then the thing in like the big, huge doll in the corner, Jason had turned around and pointed to it, so I thought it was a prop. I look at it, I go, oh, that's really cool, and then it springs out at me and got me so good.
Yeah, no, phenomenal. Like there's so many cool houses. So then everybody kind of disappeared about 1:15, 1:30. And it's like, I still want to see Art roaming around the park. So we went and found Art.
In the Santa Claus outfit?
In the Santa Claus outfit. It was really cool. And then we rode the Mummy again. And then we went and did the White Six House again.
Awesome night.
It was perfect. It topped it off very perfectly. That day, guys, we were in the parks for 18 hours.
Insane.
18 hours with like a half an hour, 45-minute break in the beginning.
Yeah.
Not a very big break, just long enough to like I said, change shirts and go potty and just get like re-energized. And then we were right back at it. And it was phenomenal. I think we walked, I want to say it was like 30,000 steps that day.
It was like 14 miles.
14 miles.
Yeah.
And that's only up until midnight.
Yeah.
And then Fridays was a whole other show. So Friday morning we woke up and we did it all again. A little bit later, I think we made the parks right about like 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock, yeah.
So about 10 o'clock, we were in the parks and having a lot of fun. We headed to Islands of Adventure first. We went and rode Velocicoaster, which was a phenomenal coaster. We went and did the Jurassic Park River Ride. We did Forbidden Journey again. And then we accidentally got in the standby line for Hagrid's, which I thought we were going into the single rider line, but it was actually the standby queue.
Yeah.
It was perfect because it was only like a 35-minute wait.
Yeah,
I think it took us 40.
I think the entire, like, through the whole queue and then out of the ride and checking my phone, it was 40 minutes.
Yeah, which is phenomenal for that. Great ride.
Worked out fantastic. We got front row. Like, it could not have been more perfect.
Yeah, it was phenomenally fun. So we rode that, and then we're kind of like, all right, well, let's start maybe heading back. Maybe we'll take a little break. You know, we had...
First off...
No, we're getting there.
Oh, okay.
So then we go, so we're like, let's head out. Let's head out to let's head back to the hotel, kind of maybe catch a nap. We kind of seen everything that we wanted to see here. We got a couple souvenirs from some friends, and I got a new Bray Wyatt shirt. And so we're making our way out of the park, and I'm like, you know what? Let's ride Dudley Do-Ride's what is it called?
Riptide Falls?
Riptide Falls.
Something like that.
It's a water ride that you look like you're going to get extremely soaked on. So it was actually down. So we kind of puddled around the park a little bit, and then it finally came back up, and we went and rode it. And we got a little wet.
Yeah.
Not horrible.
Like Splash Mountain wet.
Yeah. You're like, okay.
Like front row splash.
You're like, okay, that was fun. Well, then we had the brainiac idea of, well, since we're already kind of wet, let's go ride Popeye and Bluto's Bill Wright barges.
Worst mistake of my life.
Holy Hannah, we got so wet. Like, you might as well have put us in a lake, dipped us in about 4 times, and then pulled us out and set us on the land. Because that's how wet we were. The poor lady that was setting just like 2 people down from me, she was soaked. Like, her makeup was running.
She was 15 pounds heavier with water.
It
was insane.
It was so funny. And her boyfriend just sitting there laughing at her the whole time. It was a great ride. But you get very extremely wet. So then we dried off a little bit. We used
and it's not even like you get wet over your head. No, you were like, the water is like sloshing in and just your butt is just getting drenched with water.
There was not, I think there was like one side of me, like on my side that was dry, and that's because my arm was on it.
Yeah.
You know, other than that, everything else was soaking wet, wringing out our clothes wet.
Yeah.
So what's really cool, and I love it at Universal, they have these personal dryers. So it's like $7. And it just like blows hot air on you and dries you out a little bit. We used one of those and we were still wet.
I don't think it would work on any other day than when we were there, though, because I think if it's slightly humid, you were just going to hate yourself
soggy.
For using that. Yeah,
you got soggy the whole way. So then we went and actually rode. You were going to ride single rider on Hulk one more time before we left the park.
But then I talked to you into it.
And I was like, you know what? It's like 5 minutes. Let's just go through the regular ride. It was a lot better ride. I actually sat kind of in the middle this time, and it was a lot better than sitting on the outside.
I sat on the outside, and it was bumpy.
Yeah, so I think it was the outside seat on Hulk is really rough, and you shouldn't do it. But yeah, then we went back. We took a little nap, got freshened up, and we headed over to SeaWorld for Howl-O-Scream, which was another amazing night.
Yeah, so much fun.
So they opened the park. I mean, it's a little bit, there's less houses. There's a lot less to do. There's 5 houses, but they have a few of their roller coasters were open. The scare actors were better. Like the scare zones were better, I thought.
Mm-hmm.
And so we did that. The biggest takeaway from there is, so HHN is very fun. It's my favorite event, but this one to me is a little bit more special because we're not as run and gun, fast paced. We're slower paced.
Yeah.
We get to really mingle with everybody that's in the group, and we, it's a very personal event. And so, getting to hang out with everybody, we ate and talked and, we broke bread. Everybody broke bread that night together, and it was just super fun. We rode Mako 5 times in a row. And we wouldn't even get off the ride.
No, we would just switch seats.
Yep. If there was somebody in line, we just had to move to where they weren't. And we rode it again, and we rode it again, and then we rode it again. And 5 times.
So much fun.
It was super fun. Me, you, and Riley, we rode it 5 times. Everybody else, I think, was 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
And it was funny because everybody else kind of got, I don't know how I got separated in the line, but I was behind everybody. Everybody else kind of like buddied up, and they were like, because I think there's like 4 seats across. And so everybody else had somebody to ride with. I was by myself. And I was like, well, this is bull crap. Like, I'm the only one in this line by me. So I made a new friend. Her name was Cheryl. And poor Cheryl did not know what she was getting into.
No one on that ride knew it.
And so she get on this ride, and I'm like, there's 8 of us just going, 9 of us, 10 of us. One more time. And she's like, what? We're going again? And we're like, yep, come on, Cheryl, we're going again. And so she wrote it again. It was just a blast. Made a new friend.
So awesome.
And then we just kind of made our way out of the park. And it's just, like I said, that event is so fun. And then that's the night where kind of everything starts to sink in, that reality's coming back. I mean, we still have another full day.
Yeah.
Well, technically almost 2 full days. But that's when you have to say goodbye to some people, because some folks are leaving or going home on Saturday, and some are doing different things on Saturday. And so we said goodbyes to some people, and the next morning we checked out of the hotel.
Mm-hmm.
We said goodbye to our good friend Jason, and me and you headed over to Volcano Bay.
Volcano Bay was awesome. I loved it.
Which was one of the first times that either of us had been. I'd been to like a small water park, like there in Laguna Beach, which has like a couple water slides and nothing crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So this is my first time actually being at a water park, and it was amazing.
Yeah,
I wish we would have had a full day there.
It would have been cool.
Though it was Outcast. It was a rap band over there.
Sorry, Miss Jackson.
It was a little overcast that day, so there wasn't a lot of people. We got there early. We got early morning admission because we were staying at the hotel again.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we stayed at the hotel, so we got early admission. And so we got to ride all the cool rides. They have like a aqua coaster, which is a water slide coaster, which was way cool.
Yeah.
And then we did one of the capsule tube slides.
Worst decision of my life.
I don't think it would have been as bad if they had an elevator.
My nose.
If they had an elevator, it would have been so much better.
Mm-hmm.
Because for a couple Idaho boys, we're like, oh, we got this. So we start sprinting to the top. We get about the 4th story, and we're like, so we're trying to catch our breath before we get on the actual tube. And I think that's what caused us to not have as much fun on that, is because we're already breathing hard, and then you drop 3 stories and before it tubes out. It's super fun. We did the wild river, which it's not a lazy river. It's kind of wild. You put a life vest on and it pushes you around. It's pretty fun. We did the wave pool.
The wave pool was really cool. I love that.
So yeah, it was way fun.
And all the tube slides in general were really fun.
Yeah, it was a good time. Like we were only there for 3 hours. We got to see everything we wanted to see. You could probably knock out every single attraction that they have there, maybe in 6 hours.
Yeah, depending on the day.
I mean, and that's kind of hustling. I mean, we didn't relax a lot. We were we relaxed in the lazy river a little bit. We relaxed in the wave pool a little bit. But for the most part, we were kind of hustling just because we wanted to,
See everything.
Yeah. So then we headed out and we went over to
Hogan's Beach Shop.
Hogan's Beach Shop and saw that, and you got to see an actual wrestling ring.
Yeah.
Which was cool. It's a different vibe now that Hogan's gone, man.
Yeah, for sure.
It was kind of sad. It was cool, but sad at the same time. But then we had actually gone over to visit Cabana Bay just to kind of check it out. And one of the I don't know, bellhops. I don't know if he's a bellhop or what he was.
Like that.
But one of the crew members over there was talking to us, and we got talking about wrestling. I don't know how we got on the wrestling topic. Excuse me. But he suggested that there was another place just about 10 minutes away that was another wrestling shop that he says you have to go to. It's really cool. So we went and found that in the pouring rain, and that was all right. It was cool.
Yeah.
And
a lot of old vintage stuff.
And then we went back over to Rick's house. I drove in Orlando for the first time, which was insane. But yeah, then we went over to Rick's house, and then the rain came.
There was so much rain Saturday.
And the rain wouldn't stop. And we were kind of planning on going to Magic Kingdom, but the rain wouldn't stop. So finally it kind of let up, and we ended up over at Magic Kingdom for the evening. You had a Casey's dog. You had Casey
mini corn dogs.
Yeah, mini corn dogs. I went over and had cheeseburger spring rolls. And we went and rode Haunted Mansion. No, we rode Pirates, Haunted Mansion, and Small World. And then we went over and got us a really good spot for the Starlight Parade.
Awesome spot. Like, so wonderful.
So let's dive a little bit into this, because this is the bread and butter of our show. To top it off, we got to have a brownie sundae from the ice cream parlor there on Main Street, and we were parked right there, right
on the corner, right there.
Beautiful spot, just almost right across from Casey's, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And so we got to sit there, and we're talking to some people, and then the parade starts, and oh my gosh, guys,
so beautiful!
It just the start of it just was amazing.
It's gonna be like hard to explain it because of just how awesome it was.
If you like spoilers, go watch this on YouTube. It was phenomenal. Like, I cannot, like, Steph gives me crap because I say the same words a lot. Phenomenal, amazing. Like, guys, I cannot express how, like, cool this was. The only gripe that I had was on that first float.
The effect didn't play.
We didn't get to see the effect. We caught the tail end of it, and it's Pinocchio and Geppetto inside the float, and I missed it. And Pinocchio is one of my favorites, and I didn't get to see that. The floats are phenomenal. I loved every one of the floats. They're beautifully themed. They're beautifully lit.
They're so awesome.
Yeah, just so cool. The dancers and everything, like just this parade in general, guys. This is one that you have to go see. I know we had talked about it in our parade episode, but this is probably my second favorite. I mean, it's hard.
Awesome.
It's hard to beat Festival of Fantasy, but this one could. I mean, this is like tied for first.
For sure.
It was just so cool. Thanks to Rick for, allowing us to go over there and check this out, because this is something that we'd wanted to see for a long time, and we weren't sure if we were going to be able to get over and see it, and I'm so glad we did.
Yeah.
What were your thoughts, man?
I loved it so much. Every single float I thought was very, very well thought out. They were all beautiful to look at. I think that the characters that they chose for the floats were awesome, and just, it's so awesome to see it.
What was your favorite float?
Probably the one that had like all of the like princes and princesses on it.
Yeah,
that one was awesome. Or the Rapunzel one. They had like her and Flynn in the boat. It was super cool.
Yeah, it was way neat. I really liked the finale of the parade. You had the train with the Fab in it, and then like, awesome. I think Aladdin and Jasmine were on the magic carpet in it, and then you had Mickey, of course, at the very, very tail end.
Yeah,
and you got to see Tink. We didn't talk about that. That's the part that almost made me cry.
Yeah,
seeing Tinkerbell.
It was a little rough.
But yes,
there's one thing that I felt with this parade, and I felt like the floats were incredibly spaced out.
Right,
for not having anything between them.
So I almost felt like there was like one or two missing. It seemed like it was very short.
Definitely.
But yeah, it was the music was wonderful. It kind of put up a new. It was like a new mix, like a remix to some of our favorites that our favorite Disney songs that we know and love. So it was super cool. It was definitely a highlight of my week
for sure.
And then we went back to Rick's house that night and just kind of watched some Guardians of the Galaxy, and then went to bed and got up the next morning and did Disney Springs for a little bit. And then, of course, the saddest part of it all is we had to
say goodbye.
Had to hug Uber Rick and give him a love and tell him, we'll see you next time. Hopefully not very long. But yeah, it was super cool. I just, the whole week just seemed like a whirlwind.
Awesome. Yeah.
It was such a whirlwind.
And like what I think my favorite part of the week is that Thursday felt like at like the end of HHN, it felt like what we had done that morning was like 3 days ago.
Yeah.
Like this trip did not fly by at all.
No.
I felt like it was very, very well timed.
And that's what I was afraid of, is that we waited for so long. We were so excited and so ready for this that it was just going to be like a snap of the fingers and it was over. And it felt like we were there for a week.
Yeah.
Or like, I know we were there from Tuesday to Sunday, but it felt like we were there forever.
Yeah.
It was just so cool.
So much fun.
So real quick to recap everything, what was your first impressions of Epic Universe, man?
Just genuinely just like stunned with how awesome all of the universes are and just how well done they all are.
Yeah.
What was yours?
Epic was awesome. It's smaller than you think it is. And I think that is for room for expansion. And I think there is so much room for expansion. Something that we didn't touch on that I'm really sad about. We were unable. They did not open Stardust Racers in time for us to enjoy it.
Yeah.
They opened it
3 days after
we went on Wednesday, and they opened on Saturday. So yeah, I was sad that we didn't.
But now we got something to look forward to next time.
100%. So it was really cool. And then, yeah, what was your favorite Universal Park?
I don't know. It's hard to say, honestly. Like I can't really pick one.
There's just so much in each park.
Yeah,
they do such a good job. Like I'm a Disney guy through and through, but Universal, dude, they know how to do it. And they do a phenomenal job.
It's different than Disney, but it's not different in a bad way or different in a good way. It's just different.
It's apples and oranges.
Yeah.
It's totally different. The immersion is just, I love their immersion. They've done such a phenomenal job at doing immersion right. They really
when they want to. When they want to.
Yes, 100%. I do agree with that.
Like when they want to bring you into Harry Potter, they will 100% bring you into Harry Potter. But when they want to have the entire backside of Nintendo World completely open to see, they'll do that too.
Yep. They're not crazy about it. So yeah, it was just phenomenal. It was a great time. What was your favorite part of the trip? Overall?
I think my favorite part of the trip was being with everybody at SeaWorld. SeaWorld was a really fun night.
Right. So I got a lot of things that stand out on this trip, from meeting Laura and Michael at dinner and just getting to hang out with Jason Odegaard and everybody from the DDP. That was so amazing. Seeing my best friend, Rick. I love seeing Rick. He always brings a smile to my face. That was awesome. But let me tell you, probably the most amazing part of my trip, and I'm going to get emotional. I haven't been when I've told this story, but it hits different when I'm sitting here and I'm telling it to you and I'm telling it to our listeners. Probably my favorite part of the trip is you're already a huggy kid. Like you always hug me. Hey, Dad, love you. You always make it a point to come and give me a hug before you leave or, whatever. But one of my favorite things is I don't know how many times on this trip you came to me and said, Dad, and you give me the biggest bear hug. And there's nothing better than an Emmett hug. I mean, a Rick Reagan hug's pretty good, but an Emmett hug is right up there. And you said, thank you. Like, this is amazing. Like, thank you so much. I didn't do any of this. You paid for your trip. You worked your butt off this summer because this is something that you wanted. This is something that you'd been wanting for years. You worked for it. You accomplished your goal. And I was just there for the ride. I paid for my trip, and I was just there for the ride. And it was super cool to just have that time to spend with you. I mean, we're already close, but man, we're a little bit closer. And that was like one of the big things when I got home and I went to work on Monday. It was like, hey, where's Emmett? I'm looking over my shoulder. Like, where's my buddy at? Like, I don't have my sidekick. Like, what's going on here? That was kind of hard for me to adjust back to. And then another thing that you had said is, Dad, it wouldn't have mattered if we went to any theme park. It wouldn't matter if we went to HHN or Howl-O-Screams, but just getting to be a part of these people. These amazing people that, you had only met maybe a handful of them. And to meet them and just every one of those people are so welcoming. every one of them, you feel like best friends. Like you've known them for years. Like I met Big Dave Patton for the first time this year. I felt like I've known him for my whole life. And it's just such a welcoming and amazing group of people. The Disney Dads podcast have put it on, and now Universal Unleashed, like I said, that's brought us here to the movies with the mouse. So it was an amazing time. Thank you to all that were involved. Thank you to Dan and Justin for putting this on every year. Thank you to Rick for your hospitality, to Miss Corey, getting to see Rick's wife and just enjoying her company, and just Josh. Let's talk about Josh Reagan. He is a beast. He would go into the parks, no questions asked. He would do whatever we asked. I mean, like, hey, let's go right here. All right. He'd be right there just chilling in line with us.
Yep.
Josh is a stud. Josh is like the ginger assassin. I love Josh. Josh is cool. I mean, I have a red beard. Josh has a red beard. I mean, Josh is pretty cool.
I mean, yours is getting a little gray now that you're 40.
Hey, I know. It happens. It happens. But yeah. No, thank you to everybody that was involved. It was such a great trip. Thank you to Steph and Kaylee for just like holding down the fort at home so we could go and do this crazy whirlwind thing. Next year, I'm thinking maybe we got to get Mom out there.
100%.
Kaylee's next. Like, we got to get, like, this is going to be a family trip. October family trip. The hard part is Mom's schooling stuff. And luckily, this one was a little bit later in the year. So Mom could have come to this one, but it was super fun. We had a lot of great times. Mike and Laura, just everybody. I mean, I don't want to leave anybody out, but I feel like I'm always going to leave somebody out. But it was super fun. So why don't you close us up, man? I wasn't going to talk a lot tonight, and I feel like I ended up talking the most.
Yeah, probably.
And my voice is going to be.
You kind of take over a lot.
I do.
But anyway, guys, thank you for being here. Thank you for listening to us rant about our awesome trip down to Central Florida. We had such a blast meeting people, and just being able to be there with everybody was just so awesome that, like, I just can't say it enough. Just thank you guys so much.
Right. And yeah, dude, for my closing statements, dude, just pop some popcorn, go enjoy Tron Ares that comes out this week. We will be back to our regular scheduling programming come this following Wednesday. You guys are hearing this on Friday, next Wednesday, so you guys don't have a very long, so you got to get this one listened to so you can get to the next one. And just get ready because we're going to be hitting it up. I'm not even sure what movie. We are going to be breaking down a movie because it is Halloween time, and we talked about doing a Halloween movie every week. And so that's going to be happening this week. We'll have our news. Dr. Doofenshmirtz is going to be back. But in the meantime, guys, have some family time. Sit down. Watch some cool stuff like on YouTube about HHN and Universal. And if you've ever,
it was so awesome.
If you've ever wanted to go to Universal, I know we're a Disney podcast, but if you ever want to go to Universal, hit me up, jacob@awayWithMeTravel.com. I'll get you guys booked on an amazing Universal trip because there is so much to do down in Central Florida. So why don't you take us out, man?
Oh, I don't have a point. This is you.
Hey, it's your show this week. I just talked a lot in it.
Alrighty. That is it for this week's journey through the magic of Disney movies. Thanks for watching, listening, and dreaming with us. And until next time, may your week be filled with adventure, laughter, and a little bit of Disney magic. See y'all real soon. Good night.
Good night.
Until we see you again, have a safe trip home. Thank you and good night.
So long, everybody. See you real soon.